And we welcome you to Texhoma, Oklahoma for the Class A Area 1 District 2, I think that's right, championship game, girls action tonight. The Turpin Cardinals have came to take on the Texhoma Red Devils. Turpin comes in with a 16-6 record. Texhoma counters with a 20-4 record. Here we'll give you the starters for the visitors from Turpin. A junior number 2, Kemper Post. A sophomore number 3, Abby Buller. A senior number 5, Shelby Moses. A sophomore number 11, Megan Weber. And a senior number 13, Brianna Barrett. The Lady Cardinals are coached by head coach Travis Maltz. He is assisted by Garrett Biebermeyer. And now the starters for the Lady Red Devils from Texhoma. A junior number 3, Abby Ortega. A junior number 11, Jacqueline Berry. A junior number 13, Cody Audrain. A junior number 22, Kennedy Elliott. And a senior number 33, Charlie Thrasher. The Lady Red Devils are coached by head coach Charles Broadhead, and he is assisted by Buddy Houston and J.C. Wells. These teams have met twice so far this year. Texhoma was the winner of both of those contests. Had a tough one last night as Fargo Gage Sports Supply chose to play them and even led Texhoma late in the contest. Shot is up and good by Berry, 2-0 Texhoma. Almost a steal, gets it to Abby Buller off her leg. Ball out of bounds and back over to Texhoma, so the pressure forces an early turnover. Ball to the high post, kick back outside. Into the corner. Three-pointer by Elliott is good. And Texhoma comes out hot. Full court trapping pressure. Weber gets it over to Pimp. To post across the timeline. Now to Buller. Looks to go baseline. Up and underneath. Can't get it to drop in. Gets her own rebound though and gets back outside. Gets it to post. Moses passes down low to Barron, high off the glass, no good. Thrasher comes away with the rebound. Quickly back the other way, Berry dives inside, makes contact. She'll be called for the charge. So first foul of the game goes on Jacqueline Berry. 6:46 to play here, first quarter, 5-0. Steal, Berry gets it. That's going to be a foul on Buller. Ball on the wing, skip pass. Over to Elliott. Audrain with it now on the wing. Shot from about 10, no good. Long rebound is grabbed by Weber. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball back up top to Ortega. Now on the near wing with Thrasher. To opposite wing to Audrain. High post, ball comes loose. Post comes away with the steal. And they're going to call the foul on Ortega. So her first, team's second foul. 6:05 to play. And another steal. Ball loose. Texhoma can't quite chase it down before it goes out of bounds. So we'll stay with Turpin, but Texhoma's pressure causing Turpin all kinds of chaos. Post across the timeline. Gives it off to Buller. Buller has it tapped away. Chases it down into the backcourt as Ortega got a hand on that one. Buller inside. Kicks it out to Weber. Weber has trouble controlling it. Able to gather it back in. Tried to get it to Buller. Weber saves it from going out of bounds, but falls out. Ball back over to Texhoma. First subs of the game for Texhoma. A junior number 2, Blakely Scott. And also a junior number 12, Allie Mitchell. Under 5.5 to play here. First quarter, Turpin still looking for their first basket. 5-0 lead for Texhoma. Much better start for them than it was last night. Mitchell gets it over to Elliott, saves it from going out of bounds. Skip pass to Audrain. Audrain with it again on the wing, drives. And she's going to be called for the charge, or the travel, excuse me. Barry comes back into the game as Thrasher will take a seat. Under 5 in the first quarter to play. Buller across the timeline with it. Tried to flip it down low, ball stolen away, pass was a little off. Back the other way, Elliott takes the shot from about 7, gets it to drop in. 4.5 to play, and it's a 7-0 lead for Texhoma. Buller splits the defenders across the timeline. Drives to the block, kicks it to post. Weber open on the opposite side, drives to the block, now she'll back out. Moses with it at the high post, back outside to post. Hand off to Buller. Post, skip pass to Weber, down low to Moses, faces up, kicks back to Buller. Post, back to Buller, tried to get it to Barrett, but Audrain stepped in front to steal it away. Barry with it, now across the timeline. Kicked it outside, Mitchell, baseline. Pass knocked out of bounds by Moses. First subs for Turpin in, freshman number 10, Tatum Boyd, and a junior number 22, Emily Estes. 3:48 left first quarter. Turpin still looking for their first points. Texhoma with the early 7-0 lead. A 5-second call gives the ball back to Turpin. Post across, picks up her dribble though, gets it to Buller somehow. They'll say over and back. And Smaltz wants a timeout. 3:40 left to play here in this first quarter of this district championship. Texhoma leads Turpin 7-0.
Know you can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone? With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of Whole Home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
Ball on the wing, Ortega back up top, high post to Barry, drives, kicks out. Ball back up top. Post goes for a steal, can't quite get there. Elliott able to control it. Skip pass over to Melinda Ortega, the freshman wearing number 1. Can't get high enough to get that one. Ball back over to Turpin. And a foul called as Buller was tripped up. That's going to be number 2 on Abby Ortega as Audrain checks back into the game. 3:13 to play. here in first quarter. Estes dumps it down low to Moses, and a foul on the shot, no good. And that is going to be Abby Ortega's third foul. She fell into the legs of Moses. So Moses at the line for 2 shots. 3:01 left in the first quarter, so takes home a starter with 3 fouls already. So checking into the game will be Scott and Elliott as they both return for Texhoma. That one good, and Turpin finally on the board, still trailing 7-1. Audrain with the ball up top. Ball around the perimeter, down low to Barry, spins inside. Can't get it to drop in, ball bounces around. Barry saves it from going out of bounds. Elliott back outside to Barry, back up top to Thrasher. Opposite side to Scott, quickly around the perimeter again. Down low to Barry, double team, backside Audrain for 7 feet. No good, rebound, shot put up by Scott, no good. Turpin with the rebound, Boyd with it across midcourt. Kicks it outside to Post. Post with the drive, lays it up and in. First field goal of the game for Turpin. 2 minutes left. First quarter, it's now 7-3. High post, dished it down low, hit off the foot of Barry though. Post grabs the loose ball, back across the offensive end, kicks it to Boyd in the corner. Looks to drive baseline, cut off, back up top, gets a screen from Moses, gives it off to Buller. Buller finds some space, gets it to Estes, dumps it down low. Moses up and in for the basket. And we're back to a 2-point game with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball passed around the perimeter. Skip pass to Audrain, 3. That's way off. Estes there to grab the air ball. Buller with it. Pass ahead to Post into the open court. Lays it up and in. We're tied at 7 apiece. Timeout on the floor. 1:01 left to play here in the first quarter. So out of the timeout, Texhoma ball. Had a 7-0 lead. Turpin with a 7-0 run to tie it back up in this final minute now of the first quarter. District championship on the line. Both of these teams will move on to the regional in Cheyenne. One's going to be in the winner's bracket and one will be in the elimination side. Barry with the dive inside, puts the shot up. No good. Does draw the blocking foul. So she'll go to line for 2 shots. Foul will be called on Barrett. That'll be her first, team second. First free throw, no good. $36.4 seconds left. Gets the second one. 8-7 lead for Texhoma. Barry will check out. Allie Mitchell back into the game. Allows Texhoma to set up that full court pressure. That's going to be a hook with the knee. on Scott as Buller tried to get around her. That's her first, team's fifth foul. 30 seconds still left. Weber across the timeline. Gets it up. Too hard a pass up to Boyd. Ball out of bounds. Barry will quickly check back in for Scott. 25.3 left here in the quarter. Elliott over to Barry on the wing. In the post to Audrain, puts it up, no good. She was surrounded by defenders. Weber with it, gets it over to Buller. Boyd was back deep but couldn't get it to her. 4 seconds left. Boyd comes off, puts up the long two, no good. Barrett tried to grab the rebound but couldn't hold on to it. So after 1 quarter of play, Texhoma leads Turpin 8-7. And as we come back, ready for this second quarter, a couple other scores. Tyrone leads Buffalo. Girls action for that district title in B, 13-3 in the second quarter. Laverne leads Shattuck 18-6 in the second quarter. Post with the ball out near midcourt. Ball tapped away, loose. Barrett gets it back, gives it to Post. Now to Moses. Moses gives it off to Buller. She cuts through the lane, no good. Barrett there for the rebound and the putback. Turpin with their first lead of the game as Barrett put that one up. 7.5 to play in the first half. Three-pointer, no good by Mitchell. Rebound by Boyd quickly across midcourt, gets it to Post. Looked at the three, passes it up. Moses drives to the hoop, no good. Barry with the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Kicked outside to Thrasher. Now to Mitchell. Barry in the short corner. Dives underneath. Puts up the short jumper. No good. Buller there for the rebound. Cross midcourt. Back outside. Three-pointer up by Post. It's good! 6:45 left in the first half. Turpin with a 12-8 lead now. A 12-1 run they're on after falling behind 7-0 early. Barry in the short corner. Pass intercepted by Boyd into the open court. Lays it up and in. 14-8 now the score. Barry at the point. Ball out of bounds. Back over to Turpin, another turnover. Scott will take it over. 6:07 here to play second quarter. Turpin has settled down against this pressure for the most part. Buller across the timeline. Looks to go baseline. He is fouled on the shot. That one's going to fall on Elliott. That'll be her first. Team's sixth already, though, so next foul against Texhoma is going to put Turpin in the bonus. 5:54 to play in this first half. Of course, they've been full court pressing, so they're going to, if you're that aggressive with your defense, you're going to have more calls typically. 16-8 now the lead for Turpin. Just an amazing 16-1 run. Barry with it out front. Over to Audrain on the wing. Elliott back to Audrain. Looked at the three, she'll pass it up. Skip pass over to Thrasher. Gets it to Scott, back outside. Elliott looked to drive, picked up her dribble though, had to hand it off to Thrasher. Now Elliott trying to find an opening in this zone defense. High post to Scott, got it to Barry. Looking to go baseline, pass to the corner, now to the wing. Deep three by Elliott is good, and that ends about a 7.5-minute scoring drought as far as field goals go for them. Drive to the hoop by Moses, too high, no good. Audrain with it. Deep three by Elliott, and it's good. And just like that, back in it. 16-14, 4.5 left in the first half. So back-to-back threes by the Lady Red Devils. Moses at the high post, faces up, kicks it back outside to Boyd. Now Buller on the wing. Back to Boyd, comes off the screen, dives in the lane, puts up the shot. Ball will stay with Turpin, that was partially blocked. Weber back into the game as Moses will take a break. Ball stolen away by Barry. Cross midcourt to the block, puts up the shot, no good. Buller with the rebound on the backside. Quickly in transition, pass across the lane to Post, who puts it up and in. 18-14. 3:40 to play. Audrain to Barry, drives to the hoop, too strong. Weber with the rebound. Weber across midcourt, tries to get it, pass it, goes errant. Turpin able to take control of it though. Post with it out top. She was trying to get that to Boyd on the transition. Boy, if Boyd could have gotten that, she would have scored on a layup most likely. Buller has it stolen away by Elliott. Gets it up to Thrasher. Scott now over to Audrain. Deep three, left it short. Barry with the rebound, poked away by Barrett. Thrasher to Audrain, back outside, three-pointer up by Elliott. No good, long rebound to Barry. Kicked it across to Scott, back out top to Thrasher. Audrain at the high post, dives inside, puts up the hook shot, it's good. Back to a two-point game. 2.5 left before the break. Buller back outside to Boyd. Boyd looked at the three, picked it up. She needs help. That's going to be a double dribble. Melinda Ortega back into the game. And in for the first time, the sophomore number 14, Zariah Strickland. Elliott at the point. Coach Broadhead calling out the offense he wants. Ball over to Strickland. Opposite wing to Thrasher. Strickland skipped past to Thrasher, looked at the three, passed it up. Ball in the corner, shot is up, too strong. Boyd with the rebound on the backside, quickly across the timeline. Picks up her dribble, leaves it for Weber, who goes baseline, cut off. Pass knocked down by Audrain. Weber saves it from going out of bounds to Boyd. Tried to pass it down low. Last touch, they'll say by Turpin. That looked like that was touched by Texhoma last. 1:25 left to play before the half. Skip pass to Elliott, to Audrain up top. Elliott for three, no good. That's going to be a foul on Thrasher, I believe. She cut under Weber. And that's going to be the double bonus, or the bonus, with 1:05 left. So they'll walk to the other end, and Weber will shoot. That's just number one on Thrasher, team 7th. Barry checks back into the game for Strickland. And she hits the front end of the 1-and-1. 1:05 left in the half. Gets them both. 20-16 now the lead for the Cardinals. Barry with the ball on the wing. Audrain at the high post, puts it up, rattles it home. 20-18 now, 50 seconds left. Weber with the ball, back to post. Was guarded tightly there, leaves it for Weber. Weber dives in the lane, kicks it outside to Buller, puts up the three, left it way too strong there. Elliott with the rebound. Under 30 seconds left in the half. Broadhead looks like he wants her to walk it up and hold for the final shot of the half. So Elliott holding near midcourt. Under 10 seconds left now. They'll go. Ball on the wing to Barry. 5 seconds to Audrain at the high post. Back outside in the corner. Off her hand, out of bounds. Back to Turpin with 1 second left in the half. Subbing into the game will be Allie Mitchell. Get Barry out of there. Ball into Buller. Launches it well short. We head to the half. It's Turpin 20, Texhoma 18. We'll be back with the second half. we get ready to start this second half. Turpin leading Texhoma 20-18. Going over the scoring from the first half. For Turpin, Kemper Post leading the way with 9 points. Shelby Moses with 3. Abby Buller, Tatum Boyd, Megan Weber, and Brianna Barrett all have 2 apiece. No real foul trouble as Turpin had just 2 fouls called on him in that first half. On the Texhoma side, their leading scorer, Kennedy Elliott, she's got 9 as well. Hit 3 threes, 2 of them back-to-back that really got them back into the game. Of course, Texhoma started with that 7-0 run, but then Turpin went on a 16-1 run. And 7.5 minutes, Texhoma went without scoring before Elliott drained a 3 with 5 minutes left in that second quarter, and she followed it up with another one on the next possession. Audrain hit a couple baskets after that for 4, and Jacqueline Berry had 5, all in the first quarter. Is some foul trouble there. Abby Ortega with 3 as she picked up 2 real quick together. So Texhoma ball now as we start this second half. They trail by 2. Elliott, backdoor pass to Audrain underneath. Goes to the left side, can't get it to drop in. Ball out of bounds, back over to Turpin. As Moses kind of maintained good possession there. Berry touched it. Post. Gives it back to Buller. Across the timeline. Drives all the way to the block, puts it up and in. Back at the other end, Ortega gets it to Thrasher. Back up top, now to Audrain. Three-pointer is up and good. 7:15 to play. And it's a 1-point game. Steal. Ball goes out of bounds off of Texhoma, though. So Buller with the ball. Now to Weber. Weber across the timeline, gives it up to Post. Buller back to Post. 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound on the backside by Ortega. She'll back it out front now. Elliott tried to pass it into Berry off the back of Moses. They'll call it jump ball as she and Audrain tied it up. Arrow points in favor of Turpin. Full court pressure again. They'll look to trap. Weber across the timeline. Kicks it across the lane. Barrett misses the layup. Berry with the ball now back in transition the other way. All the way to the hoop. Missed it. Got too far underneath. Moses with the rebound. Gets it up to Post. Gets it to Moses. Back outside to Post. They'll set their offense now. Pass blocked by Berry. She's into the open court. Lays it up left-handed. Texhoma takes the lead. 23-22, 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Weber across the timeline. All the way to the block. Puts up the shot. No good. Audrain may have partially blocked that when Ortega comes away with the rebound. Ball up to Elliott. She'll leave it for Audrain now. Back to Audrain. 3-pointer up. No good. Rebound by Weber. Stolen away, though, by Ortega. Ball will stay with Texhoma. Boyd checks into the game for Weber. 5:25 left, third quarter. Audrain on the wing. Back to Ortega. Elliott. Pass down low to Berry, who just slid underneath. drops it in, 25-22. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Post drives all the way baseline. Now she'll back it out. Skip pass over to Boyd. Boyd has it knocked away by Ortega. Estes comes into the game for Moses. Post baseline shot is good. Back to a 1-point game, 4:45 to play. Skip pass over to Thrasher, saves it from going out of bounds. Boyd's got a hand on that one. That's going to be a kick ball. It'll be Turpin's ball. Four and a half left here, third quarter. Post trapped. And a jump ball forced as Ortega and Barry got their hands in there. And arrow points in favor of the Red Devils, so they'll take back possession. Elliott back at the point. Audrain to Thrasher. Now back to Elliott. Tried to get it inside. Buller with the steal. Out in transition now. Buller all the way to the block, puts it up, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. No good on the shot. Foul will be on Elliott. That will be her second, team's first of the half. So Buller at the line. She had 2 in that first half, and that's where she got them there as well. Makes the first. Ties it back up at 25 apiece. 4:05 left third quarter. Gets the shooter's roll on that one. Turpin retakes the lead, 26-25. Turpin. Ball out of bounds. They'll say it stays with Texhoma. Lakely Scott checks back in for Texhoma as Thrasher will take a seat. And pause for a moment as Scott plays with a face shield, so she had to get that adjusted. Pass blocked by Boyd. Ortega able to bring the ball in, though. Kicks it over to Audrain. Now back up top, Elliott. Will leave it for Ortega. High post to Audrain. Tries to dive inside, and a foul call. They'll call that on Barrett. That will be her second, team's first of the half. Deep three by Elliott, no good. Rebound on the backside, grabbed by Scott. Barry saves it from going out of bounds, and Audrain saves it before it goes past the midcourt stripe. Missed shot, foul underneath on Texhoma. That's going to be on Scott. That will be her second, team's second of the half. 3:16 to play in the third. District title on the line. Post with the ball. Now Buller up top. Gets it down low to Barrett. Puts it up and in. 28-25. Under 3 to play. Audrain deep. Gets it to Barry. To the baseline. Scott back outside to Audrain. High post to Elliott. She'll kick it back outside. Barry at the point as Broadhead calls out the play. Ortega at the top of the key. Elliott, Barry at the high post, drives to the block, puts up the shot. And there was a foul call. They'll call that on Barrett. That will be her third, team second. So first free throw is up by Barry, is good. Shelby Moses will check in for Brianna Barrett. 2:26 left here in the quarter. Barry makes them both. Back to a 1-point game. That's 15 for Barry now. She's the leading scorer in the game. Moses high post to Estes. Outside three from Buller. It's good. 31-27, 2 left. Barry quickly to the other end. Puts it up. No good. Out of bounds. Back over to Turpin. 2 minutes left here in the quarter. Post across the timeline, keeps her dribble, gets it over to Buller. Buller drives, kicks it down low to Estes, and she's going to be called for the travel. Ball back over to Texhoma. Allie Mitchell checks back in for the Red Devils. .149 on the clock. Barry bringing it up. Mitchell passes. Boyd step for the steal. Ball out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called on Elliott. And that will be her team's third foul. Minute and a half left here in the third quarter. To Moses. Estes back outside to Buller. Now Boyd tries to dive inside. Back to Buller. Moses on the block. Puts it up. Too strong. Barry quickly back the other way. Back outside. Three-pointer by Mitchell. No good. Rebound by Estes. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. 4-point lead for Turpin. Backdoor pass is intercepted by Audrain. Texhoma has numbers in transition. Euro step, puts it up and in. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for the and one. Foul will be called on Boyd. That will be her first. Thrasher back into the game for Texhoma. So 46.6 left to play here in the third quarter. Audrain converts the three-point play, makes it a 1-point game. Megan Weber checks back in for Turpin. So Buller will bring it up for Turpin. Gives it off to Post. Long pass over to Weber, can't control it, out of bounds. Back over to Texhoma. 26 seconds left. Texhoma with the opportunity to retake the lead here. Elliott will hold, Boyd guarding. Clock at 12, over to Audrain, now to Barry. Down low, tried to get to Audrain, kicks it back out. Barry puts up the three, left it short. Long rebound, gets her own rebound, puts up the shot, rolls over the rim, no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. Turpin leads Texhoma 31-30. So Turpin with the ball and a 1-point lead here as we start this fourth quarter. Post at the top of the key over to Weber. Into Buller, into the paint, drives to the block, kicks it back out. Ball tipped. Boyd able to save it. Weber looks to drive, backs it out, gives it to Boyd. Now over to Post. Now Moses at the high post, back to Boyd outside. Tried to get it to Buller, but she's double teamed. They'll call a jump ball on that. Arrow points towards Texhoma. So Barry at the point. Over to Audrain on the wing, into the corner to Elliott. Pass across the lane. Barry puts it up and in. Texhoma takes the lead, 32-31. 7 minutes still to play here. High post to Moses, back outside to Boyd. Post picks up her dribble, gets it off to Boyd. Boyd dribbled on the line. Turnover back to Texhoma. Barrett checks back into the game. Audrain at the point, gives it to Thrasher. Back outside to Audrain. And they're going to force Turpin to come out and guard him. They'll hold it out there. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:21 left to play. It's Texhoma 32, Turpin 31. They're back out on the court. Texhoma ball. They lead by 1. Just over 6 minutes left to play in this district championship. Don't forget, we'll have a separate stream for the boys championship. These same two teams right after this one. Audrain with the ball. Now to Barry. Back outside to Elliott. Tried to get it across the lane to Audrain. Too hot. Off her hands and out of bounds. Post checks back into the game. High post to Moses. Moses comes off the screen, drives to the block, lays it up and in. Turpin retakes the lead, 33-32, 5:40 to play. Audrain with it in the deep wing. She'll move it back up top to Thrasher. Other side to Elliott. Boyd guarding tightly. Audrain at the high post, dips it down low. Shot is up and good by Scott, and she's fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line for the and one. Foul will be called on Buller. That will be her second. Scott converts the three-point play. They have an issue with the clock. They're trying to figure it out. I can't tell you the score is 35-33. Texhoma leads. Looks like they've gotten it straightened out. 5:20 on the game clock. Ball inbounded to Boyd. She'll bring it across the timeline. They're going to face guard Buller whether she has the ball or not. Ball to Moses, down low, knocked away by Mitchell, or by Scott, excuse me. Elliott with the ball now, up ahead to Barry, who dives in, kicks it across the lane. Audrain puts it up high, no good, but she's fouled. 2 shots. Foul will be called on Moses. That'll be her first. Team's 5th. Timeout on the floor, 4:54 left to play. Texhoma leads Turpin 35-33.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers from Kenton
to Laverne. No one else covers you like we do in Northwest Oklahoma.
And when you travel across this great land, PTCI's nationwide partners keep you connected.
Experience the best service today. 800-562-2556 or visit ptci.net. Contract buyouts are available. Some restrictions may apply.
So Audrain at the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. Gets them both. 37-33 now the lead for the Lady Red Devils. Boyd brings it across, leaves it outside for Buller. Kicks it over to Barrett. Now back to Boyd up top. Looks to drive, kicks it back out to post. Gets a screen from Barrett. Left open for 3. Rims out. Audrain with the rebound. Elliott over to Thrasher. They're going to run some clock and force Turpin to come outside and defend. Baseline to Barry, puts up the shot, banks it home. 39-33, midway point of the 4th quarter. Post all the way to the baseline, throws it off of the leg of Scott to save the possession. Buller back to post. High post to Moses, comes out the screen. Double teamed, they'll call a jump ball. Arrow points in Turpin's favor, so they will keep possession. 3:45 left on the clock. Buller with it, comes off the screen, looked at the 3, gives it back to Barrett, back outside. Boyd now leaves it for post. Now to Buller. Gets a screen. Back over to Boyd. Nice pass, split the defenders, got it to Moses for the basket. 3:15 to play. Audrain brought it up, gave it to Elliott. Now over to Barry. 3 minutes on the clock. Over to Elliott. Now to Barry, who dives in the lane, puts up the runner, gets it to crawl over and in. 41-35 now the score, 2:45 to play. High post to Moses, tried to get it to Barrett, too strong, out of bounds, back over to Texhoma. Audrain, with Buller guarding her, gets it across the timeline. Gets it to Barry. Barry drives, kicks it across the lane. Scott's shot was blocked by Weber. Ball out of bounds, punched out by Barry. It'll still be Turpin ball. Ortega, Abby Ortega will check back in. Boyd brings it across midcourt. Gets it over to Barrett. They'll float it over the top. Pass too strong. Elliott there to grab the loose ball. Back outside to Thrasher. Now over to Barry. Knocked away by Boyd. They'll call the foul. And that will be on Boyd. That'll be her second. Team sixth foul. Timeout on the floor, 2:01 to play. Texhoma leads 41-35 over Turpin. So 2:01 on the clock. Texhoma with a 6-point lead and possession of the ball. Ball inbounded to Elliott. Barry with the drive to the block, puts up the shot, gets it to go, draws the foul. She's going to the line for the and one. Foul is on Boyd again. That'll be her third. Missed everything. Well, she did hit a piece of the backboard, but don't hit the net on that one. They'll take it out of bounds. 43-35, though. 8-point lead for Texhoma. Under 2 to play. They've dominated this fourth quarter. 13-4 advantage. Buller to Weber. Post. Post looked at the three, passes it up, long two, no good. Rebound by Elliott. Elliott's shot is up and good. 45-35, under a minute to play. Up ahead to Weber, now over to Post. Skip pass, intercepted by Elliott. And a foul will be called on Barrett. Timeout on the floor, 34 seconds left to play. Texhoma leads Turpin 45-35. So 34 seconds left here. 10-point lead for Texhoma. Remember, we'll have the boys action coming up later on a separate stream. So you'll want to change out over to that one. You find it right there on PTCI's YouTube page. Same place you found this one. Elliott at the line. Sinks the first one. Gets them both. 47-35. Ball inbounded to post. Now to Boyd, puts up the wing three, in and out. Rebounded by Ortega, and that may do it there. Buller guarding tightly. Across the timeline, punched it away, but they'll call the foul. That'll be number 3 on Buller. 18.7 seconds left to be. Abby Ortega at the line. Sinks the first. 6 of 7 so far in the fourth quarter at the free throw line. Make that 7 of 8 for Texhoma, 49-35. Well, Boyd brings it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Weber, puts up the long 2, misses everything. Audrain with the rebound, under 10 seconds. The Texhoma Lady Red Devils are district champs. They'll move on the winner's side of the bracket with this 49-35 win over the Turpin Lady Cardinals as they go 3-0 on Turpin this year. Turpin will advance to regionals, but they'll be on the consolation side of the bracket. They'll play in the afternoon on Thursday in Cheyenne. So they can't lose anymore. Their mulligan was used up today. So folks, change over. We'll have the men's feet up here pretty soon.
Your District 2 champions are the Texhoma Lady Red Devils.
Congratulations to the Texhoma Lady Red Devils, district champs.
At Cheyenne at 1:30 next Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday. Lady Red Devils will move on to play in Cheyenne as well on Thursday at 6 p.m.
All right, folks, we'll be back with the men's competition.